on Zoe Kravitz not returning for the Batman Part 2 and Scarlett Johansson joining the cast. Jeff Snyder has said that she's playing a villain and possible love interest. Theories have started that she's playing the Phantasm, which will line up with Matt Reeves' comments that the villain has never been done in a movie before. Thoughts? So, my immediate thought when I saw these headlines was, wow, ScarJo is working really hard to collect franchises the way Thanos collects Infinity Stones. Like, she's just like lining up all of the big franchises. That was thought number one. Thought number two was, wow, Scarlett Johansson just realized that Zoe Saldana stars in a Avatar movie this year and thus might boost her box office past ScarJo's. So ScarJo will cease to be the biggest grossing female star of all time. Thus, she needs to add another big franchise to her list, franchise movie that you know is going to make big bucks, so she can beat Zoe Saldana as the highest grossing actress of all time. That was my second thought. None of this is about the Batman yet. But those were my immediate thoughts was like, man, ScarJo, she just signed up for The Exorcist. She just did Jurassic World. Now she's doing Batman. Just like diving into all of the franchises in different directions, which good for her. I have no issues with her doing stuff like this. First place I saw her was in an indie film. It's technically a comic book movie called Ghost World, starring Thora Birch, has Steve Buscemi in it. And she was like the best friend. And I was like, who is this person? She seems to have like some it factor to her. And turns out she did. And she went on to become the highest grossing actress of all time. So thoughts on Zoe Kravitz not returning? I mean, if there isn't a place for Catwoman in the story, that's fine. Like, if it's because Zoe didn't want to return, so they changed the story, that's a little bit more concerning to me. But the idea that Matt doesn't want to build the world entirely around, like, everyone that was in the first one has to come back, like, I don't have any particular thoughts on it because I don't know the movie he wants to, I don't know the story he's trying to tell. So, supposedly she's playing a villain and possible love interest. According to Jeff Snyder sometimes is right, sometimes is wrong. He does have connections. So if he says something, like, I pay attention. I don't assume it's true, but I pay attention. And the idea that she'd be playing a villain that's a love interest, a possible love interest, like, that feels like it adds up. She's a little bit older than Robert Pattinson, but it's not like, not in a way that is meaningful. So, like, you know, I go, that could make sense. That would add up. And if you're her and you're trying to kind of build out your legacy and do things differently, add a horror franchise, you do something where you normally, she plays, she most famous superhero, female super, like, I mean, Wonder Woman's a more famous character, but in terms of like box office and exposure, Black Widow, there's the reason that ScarJo is highest grossing actress. So play against being the hero, play the villain would make a lot of sense. And then the idea of the Phantasm, if you don't know who the Phantasm is, this is the character from Batman Mask of the Phantasm, the theatrically released adaptation of Batman the Animated Series. Fantastic film. It's only like 90 minutes long. It has Joker in it, has some other characters, but the main character is Phantasm. And it would fit this description of a villain love interest. It would be something different that we haven't seen in live action before. And it's a character that is both loved, but also underutilized. And so there's just a lot of room there to like do something interesting. So, I mean, like I don't have any, like, I don't tend to like to see the same list of like 5 actresses or whatever, and 5 actors showing up in every franchise. So in that regard, you know, I just prefer to see some new faces. The highest grossing actress joining second most popular comic book character franchise isn't super interesting in and of itself to me, though, you know, more power to her. If she's playing the Phantasm, though, you might win me over just in like, all right, I'm down for that. Like, ScarJo is the Phantasm. If that's what it takes to get the Phantasm in live action, let's do it. Let's have fun. So a lot of rambly thoughts in there, but That's what I'm feeling.
Most of these clips are pulled from my Patreon live streams. I do about 6 live streams every single month. For $2 per month, $20 per year, you can get access to all the exclusive videos and live streams. For $5 per month, you get your name on my end card. At the top tier, you get a 30-minute video chat with me each month. The link down below in the description has more information.